Well, I wasn't gonna come on here and talk about the two kids, the one that happened to get an altercation with the other one, that ended up stabbing him, right? And I did a video about this, uh, you know, some weeks back about the type of spirits that's going on around here, and what the spirit is doing is taunting us, letting us know that y'all ain't gonna catch up with me because we ain't trying hard enough. That's what it is. We ain't trying to catch up with the nice spirit, the fire spirit. Cause right after my video, y'all seen what happened over there in that club when all them people got burnt up. Those are the spirits taunting us. When we call them out, they gonna show themselves, and then right then and there, we have to get on top of those type of things. Cause if not, it'll just body jump, and then it'll be somewhere else. And that's the type of teams that we need. But before I get into that, let me get into the mind of people that are living worldly still, that's living in a world that is functioning by God. So, what is happening is people are still living too early. They are. They're living too early. Father wants you to focus. It's like if you see something and you believe it, why won't you go to the source to get the full story before you see it? But people live too early, and then they'll just rather sit there and get spoon fed instead of coming to the source to see what the source really have for them, so they can jump on top of things fast. But that's because they're living too early and their minds haven't broke actually through yet. And because when you at God's speed in mind, like the next thing to do. I wouldn't sit back and let somebody spoon feed me information that can be very vital to my future. And I just go to the source and say, hey, give me everything you know. And that source might just be willing to give it all away. Because, sometimes it might not be harmful to the source. It might just be harmful to the ones that's receiving it. So, therefore, let's get back to these kids and these spirits that's going on around here that I keep telling y'all about. See, when God took me, He showed me all those things, and right now is the perfect time. Cause if I would have came out back then before everybody started to like actually open up, talking about these type of spirits and stuff, I would have been labeled as already crazy, but I would have been the cuckoo, right? But now, as you can see, that it is something really seriously going on in the world. And what they're doing is they're on their last leg. They're trying to go and get any and everybody that they can because they know their time is up. They know their time up. They know. And when they decide to let y'all all know what's really going on in this world that's way past what you can probably understand, it is. And those kids, they don't have to go through what they're going through. Only if people come and get the rest of the source instead of being spoon fed and then sitting there like the source don't see that you're seeing that the source seeing what you're seeing, and the source just sitting back like you just don't understand that your time is very, very, very vital here, and the real mind won't allow you to know that someone is real, not fairy tale, and you still sit there to get spoon fed, and things are still happening in your world. So that means that you haven't broke all the way through yet. Somewhere that there's some doubt, some unbelief. It's okay. A lot of people had it in the beginning. So what we have to do is for these children though, we have to really pray over these children because these are things that these children cannot comprehend and handle in their mind. If you ask that kid why did he do it, the only thing he'll remember is that he got into an altercation. That's the only thing that he can remember. But it wasn't him. It wasn't him. I'm telling you, it wasn't him. I told you before this story even broke out what was going on. There's a knife spirit going on in our world that somebody is controlling it, and we need to find out who. There's a fire spirit going on in our world, and we need to find out who's controlling that. We need to find out. And there's a bullying spirit in our world that we need to find out who's controlling that. See, once you come into the mind of Christ, in the body of Christ, or God, whatever you want, you will find out that there's no time to waste. And then there's a source in there that has all the resources, but you'd rather get spoon fed. So then the source sitting back like, I don't know if you know if I know, but I know who I am. But I don't know if you really don't know that I know who I am. So as I sit here and I'm just like, wow, they're rather slow roll to try to understand, to try to make people understand, instead of coming getting the full understanding so they can understand instead of getting spoon fed. But that's just the way that the worldly mind thinks, which tells me that some people haven't broke through yet. They're at the cups, but they haven't broke through yet. But it's okay, you're getting there. So that's what I have for you guys today. That if we don't attack those three spirits, they're only gonna return, and they're gonna be for the next generation to deal with. And then if they don't have the right resource or information, how would they know what they're dealing with? They'll just think it's a natural disaster, or these kids got into an altercation and one kid pulled out a knife and stabbed another one, or this person walking down the street just start stabbing somebody for no reason. That's what they're gonna write it up as. Oh, this fire just broke out and killed all these people. That's what they're gonna write it up as. Oh, the school knew that this kid was getting bullied. They tried everything, but the kid still ends up going home and taking its life. Y'all don't see it? You're gonna still sit there, right? See, people say that you ain't got to put in no work, and I be trying to tell you, watch what you say. Because there's a team for everything. If you ain't got the time to do it, build a team for it. Give somebody a job. But me, if I was in y'all world, because I didn't find God, I didn't find Jesus in your world. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't have to go to church to find Jesus. I didn't have to. So, therefore, your world is not my world. Can you understand that? So what will happen for your world will happen for your world that's in your world. If you can follow along, I'd like to tell you more. But them ones ever trying to find a resource, they only listening to the resource to try to teach the resource to get bird fed. So, anyway, this might sound foolish to a lot of people, but if they can't cups on the eye or really understand what's going on in their world, they'll just be some lost souls. And, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. Because too many people play out here and they don't even know that the world done changed on them. And there's no such thing as Lucifer or Satan. What it is just people, they're reacting in what he left behind. As you can see, that God has came and he has taken back his world, his planet. And he's going to continue to take it back. So what is happening now, people are operating in the frequencies and the feelings and emotions of what Satan left behind. So if you can, step around those frequencies, that's why I say people want to talk crazy, don't listen to it. Satan left that behind for you to fall into a trap. People want to do this and do that, don't listen to it. Satan left that behind to fall in a trap. Satan's not here. He's gone. But what's happening is that people are still acting in his power. What you call them half-breeds. And you know what we do to half-breeds. So, anyway, I advise you to find God, find Jesus, find in your heart to forgive somebody today. Find in your heart to pray over these children, even if they're not your children. Find in your heart to find something nice to say. Stop talking about people. I'm telling you, this world is not the same. You will get what you sow, and you will reap it. And so I'm just telling you that God loves us all. He wants us to be communing together. He wants us to actually be living amongst each other, smiling, giving each other good advice, and helping each other go to the top. And when one don't have, one can see that one don't have and give to the other. Yet, like I say, Satan is not here. Lucifer is a coward. He's gone. But there's people here that's operating in his frequencies. And if you operate in his frequencies in God's world, God's kingdom, may I say, what chances do you think that you got out here? And then people might take my words and twist them and think I'm talking some gangster stuff. No, I'm talking spiritually, like, get your life together. Get your life together. And I didn't have to tell no one about me. That was my walk with God. I have to let people come against me. I have to let people mess over me. I have to let people do what they do to me. And I have to sit there, I have to endure it, I have to take it. Because that's my walk with God. Because vengeance will be his, said my Lord. And he haven't failed me yet, going on 5 decades. So that's why I stand. That's why I say, I was given some keys, and I already shared them like in the last 3 years, so I'll share them with you too. Number 1 is I don't walk around feeling sorry for myself. 2, I don't dwell on the past. 3, I don't worry about it. I could put them in any order and they're still going to be going. And 4, I prove myself to no one but myself and God. So maybe that's probably why people can't get me. Because they want me to, dance to their tune when I've been dancing to a God's tune. And, it's just that they want to shake it and they can't shake it. But I'm here to give it to you, though. If you want God, I promise I'll give it to you. And I'm giving it to you now. I'm telling you to change your life, change your ways, change your thought patterns, because I'm letting you know from God himself, because I have been with him. Lucifer, Satan, whatever you want to call him, is a coward. Ain't gonna do nothing. Gone. But there's people here that's operating in his frequency still. And they need to stop. They need to stop. And then one day, maybe this government of yours, they'll come out and they'll tell you exactly who is this on the other side of your screen talking. But yet I'll leave that for your government, because I believe that they making y'all get the wrong impression about me or something. I'm telling them to stop it. I'm telling them to stop it. But yet they want God, so I'm giving them God right now. You don't have to believe it. You don't walk in my shoes. You don't see what I see. That's your government though. Always remember that. And I'm asking them to stop doing the things that they doing because God sees. But yet all prophecies must be fulfilled. So therefore, that's why I tell my people that if you want things to go right in your life, leave the Trump conversations alone. Don't even worry about him. Don't worry about what he's doing. Don't worry about what he's up to, because the reason I'm keep coming back to that is because he's keep telling me to come back and tell y'all that he's using him. And if you come up against him in his name, that's like coming up against God. No matter how much you might not like the man, you might not agree with the things that he got going on or anything. But when God's operating, you should take that serious. Talk about me some more. I don't care. But don't talk about Trump. I'm telling you. And that'll help your life out a lot. That'll help your life out a lot. Because you got to think, right? Just like there's people that pray for you. You see that there's millions and millions of people that pray for that man. So look all them prayers that you got to go up against. And not only all those prayers you got to go up against, you got to go up against God that's using him. And then you turn around and then you pray to the same God that's using somebody that you hate. How does that work for you? You see the mind? But I'm here to fix y'all minds. And then your government, sooner or later, what they waiting on me to keep talking to y'all before they actually tell y'all what's really going on and who I am. I'm sorry that they lied to y'all, but it's going to come out soon. And then I'll be willing to tell y'all, I'll start from the beginning of how it all happened. I'll tell the truth. I'll tell you how it all happened. Like I told them, they can keep trying to hide me. They can keep making y'all think about me. But if you've been following me on Facebook and all that, you can see what's been going on. Even my good friend, the Pope, he understands now. He understands who I am. Trust me. If I ask him to come out and speak, I bet you do. Because he knows. But he's not going to come out and tell y'all, because that'll go against everything that they, got going on. But I'm going to let the Pope know and all the people that's around him what God said, which they know that this is what he said. But this is for on record, so y'all can hear it. The Vatican church needs to be demolished. Get it off of Father's house. And you know what I'm talking about. Now, you can sit and act like I don't know what I'm talking about. These people in this world might not know, but you know I know. You know I know. And he asked nicely about 2 years ago. Like, God visited that man and asked him. And then when he didn't do it, that's why he went through what he went through. But now he understands, and that's why they're coming out with, the small attack on the Vatican, with all the little children abused, because they're trying to roll it out until they demolish that place, See, they always going to try to make it seem like it's their hand that had something to do with God, because they never ever want to give God that much of a credit. But it's God that's going to move that church. I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth, man, so that they can stop with all this madness, so that people can stop with all this killing, so that people can actually believe in something. And so that people can see, hey, man, These people lie to us. These people lie to y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Then you got people out here like, trying to operate under a gift that was given to me that they don't have permission to be operating under. Out here spreading all these false lies, talking about this type of time and space. But the ones that do have permission, y'all know who y'all is. I give y'all praises. I know who y'all are. But for y'all out here that ran off with that gift and y'all didn't let me finish telling y'all that this is from God and don't touch it, but you need to listen and learn from it. But y'all, only thing y'all seen was money. You seen money, then you went to talking it, then you went to trying to hide me. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, now I'm asking you, how is that gift working out for you? I bet you guys open up all kind of doors that you can't close. And they're not good doors. Right. So, but the ones that had permission just to talk that gift, they know how to close those doors. You know why? Because they have what it takes. They was God's chosen art. You people that came and ran off with, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Why do that? Now, I'm going to tell you how you can change what's going on in your life. You can give me recognition because I know where you got it from. And be honest with God. And you even can call me my name on Facebook. Or you can continue just going through what you're going through because that was your fault. Nobody didn't tell you to come be greedy and sneaky. And or you can give me 2% of what you made. And I know who you are. See, the reason why I don't have to push the gift because the gift wasn't for you. It wasn't even for me. The gift was for all of us. And then your little greasy, crabby hands came and took it and tried to make it your own. And you out here fumbling over words that's not what he said. And you're out here opening up these doors that when I sit back and I have to see the turmoil that you're going through, I have to go and shut that door, but you can't see it because it's in the spiritual realm. And I have to sit there and watch you cry about the things that you're going through. Yeah, it's that serious. Should ask questions before you touch things. That's why I ask. What do you do when you touch things that's ancient? That because you sit there and you marvel in your own world that you think that something can't be. And when you touch something that's ancient, and then when things start to happen and you don't know why it's happening, it's because you touched something that you wasn't supposed to. It didn't belong to you. It belonged to all of us. And the person that had the gift was going to show you that it belonged to all of us and how to eat and how to go about eating and how to have the right language, how not to open up all these hellish doors and how to close the doors that at your door front. I was going to teach you all that. But y'all looked at me as if I was somebody else. But like I said, time going to come when your government is going to tell you who I am because they're going to stop playing. And then you're going to be like, how? How can that be possible? We was looking for big old bing, bing, bings and bings. But no, Father switched it up this time because he knew that y'all was going to be looking for that. He knew y'all was going to be looking for that. He knew that y'all was going to be looking for, so y'all can get y'allself straight. Oh, I got to get straight. The rapture's coming. Nah. So what happened was, right, he took social media because when he came, he seen that y'all paid more attention to the beast than him. So what he did was he entered social media. Because that's where the devil went and left a big trademark. If you haven't noticed, tell me this then. I know y'all noticed this. Why is every top influencer on every website dying? Look it up. Have somebody just spend all 24 hours looking up all the top influencers on every website. Done died. I'm still dying. No answers? I have one. It's the beast. He sells you all these dreams, gives you this false hope, get you up there to the top, have all these people follow you. That's it. Because you don't know who you signing your life to. Who you signing your life to when them people send you that invitation on these websites? And they send you that invitation saying, oh, I see what you're doing. I see the views. I see this. I see that. I see this. And then when they send you the invitation and you sign it and you send it back to them when you accept it or whatever, and you agree to the terms, you know how they do it. Because they know you ain't going to read. So I'm asking, who are you signing your life over to? Once again, you see how the mind works when you be? Remember when Facebook had all those apps coming out, but people weren't reading the fine print? Say, hey, if you use this app, we now control your face. Meaning that we can use your face on a crayon box if we want to. We can use your image on a piece of doodle paper if we want to, because you agreed to it. So who are y'all out here signing your life and image over to? Who are you idolizing? So what you're doing is you're finding all these little guides in social media and you're signing your life over to all these little guides. That's all you're doing. And then you wonder how the government's controlling your mind through social media. It was already proven. But it's so addictive that we got to get to it. But like I say, I won't spoon feed you. I'll give you the truth. And you can call me crazy, you can call me cuckoo. But I told you about that nice spirit and look what happened. I told you about that fire spirit, look what happened. I told you about the bully spirit, look what happened. So I'm sitting here telling you about Trump. Zip your mouth. Find something else to talk about now. I'm telling you about your government. They need to quit playing and let the real children lead this world so we can lead this world the way it needs to be. Or we can go the biblical way. We can go all prophecies fulfilled. You can. It doesn't matter the guy. Because you're either going to be good or you're going to be bad. So when it happens and everything happening, that's why it doesn't matter to him. Because you should have known to be good. There's nothing else besides that. And that's what I be saying. People try to make it so hard. And so we got that part. What else we got? Oh yeah. Hey. Be yourself. Ask questions. If you want to still clown me, clown me. Clown me. Go ahead. But always remember, I have to let people do those things to me in life. Because revenge is never mine. I see what you be doing. But yeah, I said, I walk through the shallows and the valleys of death. I shall not fear no evil. I hope you understand that. So, yeah, I have to let people do that because he have to get the glory out of it. And no matter if it's as much as somebody stubbing their toe, he gonna let you know. You shouldn't be acting like that towards my child today. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things. Or I can go extreme. Depends on how extreme in your mind that you go about his child. You go extreme, he's gonna go over extreme. And it won't no longer be a dream, it'll be a nightmare. So when y'all see me looking like this, that means that I smell the hate. When y'all see me looking away, that means I'm not trying to hear the real thoughts that you got for me in your mind. Now y'all starting to see all these looks that y'all seen me have throughout the years. They look right there. Oh, he got his nose to the. No, I don't. I smell the hate. Turn away. Oh no, I just don't. I'm tired of hearing y'all talk about me. But I'm still gonna be your friend though. Yeah. But I don't have to tell y'all that. You should always be kind to people, and like you say, you never know who you entertaining. You never know. Never know. Oh, what other look? Oh, he's distance. Cause I can feel the vibe from these people. That's why I'm distance. I don't want to vibe with that. Can't make me vibe with that. I don't know. I don't care how cool they look. My kids are cool. You see how I think? And I think people are getting me confused. But I pray that your government really comes out and tell y'all what's going on so you get your lives together. I pray that they do. I pray that they do. Cause playtime over. I'm trying to tell you, playtime over. Call me what you want to call me. But when the truth come out, it's always a laugh now, cry later feeling. But it's coming. If I wanted to roll out tomorrow, I'll have it roll out. But that's not the way that Father has it set up. Because Father already put his footprints, and they know it. So now he's trying to figure out where they footprints at. Why would they want to sit there and get spoon-fed 100 years worth of source information that they can have in one day? Beyond me. So then that makes the source think either you're trying to undermine God, which that'll never happen. Like I say, I don't care who you think that you are. I'll do anything to protect my Father King. This is real talk. I don't care who's talking. Because playtime is over and it's time for y'all to know the truth and what's happening. It's time for y'all to know the truth. And I pray that your government tell y'all and stop hiding behind my shadows. If y'all haven't noticed, they're saying everything that I'm saying. Oh, the allies just said Trump is not a good friend. Who else been online talking about friends? They're trying to tell y'all something, but y'all not paying attention. They're not going to tell you. But they want y'all to pay attention. Then when I was talking about bullying, they went to talking about bullying in the White House. Why is your government following my words? That means that they must know something. And I'm trying to tell y'all, to kill a lot of that, was he Jew? Was he Muslim? Was he this? Jesus was every race. Jesus was every race. That's why it's so confusing, people. That's why you getting the truth from every angle. There's some truth from every angle because it's the truth. Everything that you say, he say he's this, he says he's that, he says that. One thing that he's not the devil. So whoever be online talking about he's the devil, but I can see why some people mind would be online advocating that he's the devil, is because they can't take the fact that he would reign justice. That's it. They can't take the fact that he would reign justice. And when he reigns justice, he doesn't have to tell anybody how it's going to come. And so when they see it, oh, he can't be this type. What kind of God does that? He tells you in the beginning, be good and you will miss it. Be bad, it's going to hit you. And people make it so hard. They make it so hard. They go to adding all this stuff to it. They go to adding all this stuff to it. So like I say, I pray that your government stop hiding in my shadows and give y'all person. And so we can just move forward. But that's not the way that Father had it set up. Y'all have to seek and you'll find it. And then y'all have to see your person. And I never tell y'all who I am, because it wasn't meant for me to come to tell you who I am. You had to see it. You had to see the radiant. You had to see the wisdom. You have to hear the talking. And like I say, for y'all that's using the gift also that I let use the gift, don't undermine Father too much, because I would not be hitting for too much longer. You understand me? I will not be. Because I'm going to step out of time one more time to tell y'all this. Because I'm stepping out of time too much. And y'all was supposed to be ready for this. He's within this vessel. If this vessel do not get recognition, nothing goes. That's why he gave it to this vessel. Because this vessel is supposed to live also off of this gift and prosper too. Not just for people to sit there and be talking about this, that, this, and that. When are you going to come and bring this vessel on so this vessel can actually lead you into the other ways and start getting spoon-fed? If not, I'll just come back and I'll take over everything and I'll just have it as you are speaking wrong. I can. And then you'll be opening up the wrong doors. But that's not the way that Father operates. He wants y'all to see the urges in what you need to be doing, because you already 400 years behind. You're already 400 years behind. You're already 400 years behind. And you still sick. Who gonna stand up and say, hey, I know where it's coming from. The source is alive. Why not go get the full source? But you sit there as if the source don't see. And I'm trying to tell you, don't undermine Father too much, because he's not that type of person. And anybody can be his person, if that makes sense. So, I want to leave y'all with that so that you can have a better understanding of what's going on in this world, so that this world can stop playing with y'all minds. I'm telling you some things. And maybe, and just maybe, the ones that I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about people from my past. I'm never talking about y'all. I only told that one story to let people know that when you're down, people try to kick you when you're down. So I'm talking about bigger than you. That's what I'm saying. You don't know where my mind at. I'm talking to the ones that they know I'm talking to. Don't wait too long, because once it switches, it's not coming back. They don't care what you're going through. You should have came and got it all when you had a chance. Because if it was about the money, I would have kept it to myself. You don't think I know how to teach it? You don't think I know how to preach it? I would have kept it to myself if it was about the money. Space, time, process. Space, time, process. How you step through dimension worlds. But the question is, you see me talking, but am I really here talking? That's the question. You see me, but am I really here? Can you answer that question then? I can. You see, that's my gift. That's why I can answer it. So like I say, don't undermine Father too long. Because it's really meant for this vessel, but it's really meant for all of us. So it was shared for all of us to do it together. But yet, I haven't seen a name been called yet on something. So like I say, don't think that Father don't see. And don't not think that he won't choose others. You know that he have. He'll walk away and go raise somebody else up. But when you want to be the one to actually get the full information, 100 years worth of stuff we can get in one day. Or you want to get spoon fed? I can keep spoon feeding y'all. Y'all can keep on doing this and doing that. But I'm telling you, there's no fear over here. I know who I am. That's the problem. I don't think that y'all know that I know who I am. That's the problem here. And I'm telling you, don't be undermining the Father for too much longer. It's not about the rep. It's not about the fame. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the fame. It's not about the rep. It's about us living amongst each other, teaching each other well, and so when it's all done, we all can get a job well done. You see how easy that is? Yet, don't undermine Father too much. Find out what you need to be doing. And I'm instead of coming on here stepping out of time telling you what you need to be doing. And I promise you I won't do it no more because this is the last time that I'm going to do that. The last time I'm going to do that. So don't think that he don't see, don't think that I don't see. Because if I have to start speaking my gift and exclude everyone from it, then it's going to be a problem. And you think that, who you think he going to have a problem with speaking the gift that he gave to? Me or you? And then I'll go away and I won't even tell y'all what's going to happen next. Y'all know I've been telling y'all what's happening. Stop with the cap. That's where we at with the capping. Capping on somebody that's holy, that's touched by God. That's crazy. But that's just the mind of the people of this world. They don't know how to step outside of that. They have to build something first that's already built. That's crazy. Instead of just coming getting the resources of information to keep the building built, they rather get spoon-fed and try to build something that's already built. And I'm stepping out of time, keep telling them that. Don't undermine Father too much longer. Pray for these children. Don't talk about Donald Trump. Find something else to talk about. And hopefully that Pope Francis can convince those people to get that church off of Father's house. And always remember, God love you, Jesus love you, so do I.